Well, this is lovely, isn't it? This is the little square here, little green rather, the village of Wattisfield. And this is the church of St Margaret. Let's have a look at this. Church Green Lane. We have a gravel path with a little wooden edging to it, leading up to the porch of the church. And all the pigeons are cooing away. Got a nice piece of cut grass here with old headstones. Look at that, aren't they lovely? And more pigeons. There's an area over here that's been left wild. I'm guessing that that is also part of the churchyard. Beautiful tree, lovely canopy here. We get a better view of the church there. It's on the side of a road here in the village, on a piece of high ground. It's very impressive there, looking quite proud looking actually. These lovely houses and cottages opposite it. And here on the side of the path, the entrance path, you can see these old graves here where they've been overgrown, that one there with ivy all over it. But they're very attractive to look at. And then we've got a row of headstones that have probably all been placed like that. And here, next to this area where they've left it wild, they placed, it looks like a row of headstones. They've been moved probably from the main part of the churchyard, make it easier I suppose to manage. And these headstones here are all within this wild area. They're beautiful, don't they look? Doesn't that look super? There's more here, look. Look over there, look. Isn't that lovely? Lovely scene. You can see better this church from this angle. Got a porch there that looks like it's timber frame. And then there's a clock on the tower. There's lovely flint work on this church. This is beautiful. As we just walk around here, at the end of the church, we see more headstones. Look at them. So picturesque. There's a double headstone there. And shrubs between the house there and the church. Oh, and look, placed up against the church. The sun is come out and we just walk around this part of the church here. It's just lovely. Look there. Wilderness here. We turn around and see the church from this angle. Isn't that glorious? Isn't that peaceful here? This church is surrounded by a small area of grass that's cut, and the rest of it is just overgrown shrubs and trees. So it's a sort of little world of its own. And beautiful flint walls, beautiful. And just enough headstones left to give it so much character. They're all so worn and cracked. And birds are singing. Look at it up here, isn't it gorgeous? A lovely spot. We've got another porch here. Look at this area. This must have been headstones here. There must be headstones, I guess, maybe buried in here. It's so thick you can't go in there. Look. So amongst all the nettles and shrubs there are more headstones. Got a metal bin there. And this, again, I always point this out, the case of a grave where there's an iron railing around it, and then it makes it almost impossible to tend and cut or trim the grass, the overgrowth, so it becomes completely overgrown, as this one has. Brambles and nettles, everything. Oh, what a shame. I think if they'd have known that, they wouldn't have had their railings around them. The church itself is cut into the slight rise in the ground, and it's lower here, so they've got a channel to take the water away. Old wooden door there. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? That design there, that decoration on that little buttress. The porch, you got all that red brick above, and then the napped flint with the sort of stone and mixed with it. The decoration on halfway up, and beautiful door, and it's not used at all by the look of it, this door now. A shame. And the churchyard comes around this way, and they very kindly cut a swathe through the tall summer grass and gives you the chance to walk right round. See another angle here of that porch. It's lovely with the red brick and the two different colours of flint and stone. It's really attractive, actually. It's fairly overgrown though, the shrubs here now. Look at this, what a scene. What a scene that is, look how... Isn't that beautiful? I say every time, it's my favourite part of a churchyard is to see all these overgrown headstones. We're here at the base of the tower, and isn't it lovely? It's all... We've got a lovely gravel path running along the side of the brick wall, the boundary of the churchyard, and there's the odd headstone that one's been exposed from the tall grass. Those are over there in the grass. It's just a lovely scene, actually. There's a beautiful sort of dado effect running around the base of the tower, with a lovely design with the flint and stone, and we've got a window which to me looks as if it was added possibly even Victorian times. If you look up, it's just a really smart looking tower. It's been repointed at some time, or that flint's been laid in there. That's a really nice tower, that. As we walk back round here to the main entrance, the main porch, you can see that this is a wooden porch that looks like it's been just filled in with some cladding and painted. That looks very old. That's a very old wooden porch, which is possibly been quite worn and repaired with the cladding, and to try and protect what they have got left. It's very dark in here, so yes. So originally these were just exposed with no glazing or anything, and this cladding's been added on to try and stop the weather coming in. This is a lovely little porch, but it is so dark in here because there's no extra light other than the door light from the entrance. There we are, St Margaret's, Watisfield. And somebody's put a lovely vase there with some decoration. It's lovely. Oh dear. Another locked church. Well, this lovely church is locked, and we did want to try and film it, but we've looked at the two numbers here that we're supposed to ring, and they want us to have a look at the church, but this number nobody's there, and this number is unobtainable. So I'm afraid, St Margaret, with the best will in the world, we can't film you, so we'll have to say goodbye. So we come out from this church that's locked with the feeling yet again that these are private buildings that belong to a small group of people, because they don't seem to be available to anyone that just happens to come along. Well, that's the Church of St Margaret in Watisfield. Has two wheelie bins, but no way of viewing the inside. The numbers that are given for people to open the church up don't work. And that was our visit to St Margaret's. Not very fruitful, I'm afraid.